Welcome back, friends. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to look at machine number 1 in the Commodore 64 haul. I went ahead and labeled it machine number 1 just so we all know what we're working on here. And without further ado, let's get her open. I guess maybe there should be a little further ado. Charge the battery pack. Let's do that before we do anything else. Alright, now we got that battery charging thing out of the way. Camera battery was going to die, and the camera was nice enough to tell me that it was going to die, so I went ahead and plugged it on in. So, looking at the outside of this case real quick, you can see there's a couple of burn marks in it here. Take care of those. Maybe get her cleaned up a bit. Some pieces missing off of the back side. And over here on the corner, that one looks like it's been missing for a while. It's actually kind of worn down there. Alright, let's open her up. Oh, look. Somebody took the RF shield away already. Unplug the keyboard, unplug the LED, set that out of the way and take a look at what's going on here. Let's see, right off the bat we're missing a couple of chips. So we are missing the SID chip, we're missing a couple of 74 series logic chips. This one's already been socketed, so something happened to that one along the way. This is a switcher chip that's missing. The fuse looks pretty good in there, and Joe inspected this, or worked on this, February 6, 1989. Maybe Joe was the guy that removed the RF shield there. Alright. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's see what's under here. Or let's see what's not under here. The VIC chip's missing there too. So I guess first things first, I'm going to get out some super glue and glue some of those missing pieces back on. If you've ever gotten super glue on your fingers before, the worst thing you can do is get super glue on your fingers and then touch what you're working on, because right away you won't be able to stop getting fingerprints all over everything. Here you go with that. A little cleanup of some squirt out. And here's another little piece that we have to glue on. Let's figure out how this one goes in place first. Oh, that's going to be fun. A little bit less glue this time. Grab something to hold that with. It was fine, and then I had to mess with it a little bit more. Alright, let's try that. And what I'll do is I'll let this side here set up first, and then I will fix that piece there. Let's get some cleaning supplies and clean up the case. On the outside, a little simple green, some alcohol, stuff like that. And we'll be right back. Alright. While that's drying, let's see if we can get this board out and see what other kind of repairs were made. I know those logic chips were not in sockets to begin with, and they're certainly missing now, whether they have sockets or not. Some of these screws are making interesting noises. But overall, the screw holes are in pretty good shape. That needs to be cleaned out inside there. Let's see if Joe left any messages for us on the underside. Nope. Let's crank on the soldering station. Get that up to temperature so we can get those clips unsoldered. Unsoldered, desoldered, whatever your preferred language is. I think this one's already free. That one's good. That one needs it. This one's broken. That one's good. Alright, let's start over here and work our way around. That one's good. That one's good. sounds good. Another one down. Another one down. So with this board missing the VIC chip, there's not a whole lot of reason to plug it in. You can boot it without the SID in, and if you have a dead test cartridge, you can boot it without the kernels in. But we're missing this switching chip here, missing these logic chips here, so no reason to plug this one in until we get some parts on order. Alright, looks like there's just one left. Quite a lot of solder on this one. And I guess technically this is a great big piece of metal, so it's going to take away a lot of the heat that I'm trying to put in. There it goes, all at once. It should be the last one. Alright. You can see a little bit of rework magic here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like that's all old Joe did. Alright, this is assembly number 250407. Artwork is 251137 Rev B. Copyright 1983. Most of the chips are from 84. PLA's from 83. And the CPU is from 83. And then the 3 kernels are 84. The two CIAs are 84. Of course the VIC's missing, so I can't tell you the date on that. Alright. Let's get back to the gluing. See if we can do this without making a bigger problem than what we already have. There we go. Get up close and personal with it. It's going to take some time to set up, and it's going to need a little clamping force. I have been told that masking tape has just enough stretch in it, so we'll try that out. Get this cleaned up real quick while we're waiting for the glue to dry. Alright. So what I'm going to do with this guy is order some parts. When the parts come in, we will revisit this one. And in the short term, I'm going to stick it back in the case. Alright, parts come in, we will bring this one back out on the bench and see how much farther we can get with it. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful YouTube stuff. Check the description down below for where I'm going to find these parts from. It's probably going to be Mauser. That VIC chip is probably going to wind up coming off of eBay if I don't wind up finding an extra one in my stash of parts here. And we'll see you next time.